It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996.
Alright.
Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On play action, it is Dart. Moving to his left. He runs with it. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. And the Panthers are going to recover the football.
First play of
This is
the
going to
fucking
be
game.
a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, Panthers. That is first touchdown of the new year. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good. Panthers will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. James Pierce having a lot of success here early in the season. 2 sacks in the opener. And he's got another one here. Return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And a quick slant. This is caught by Pearsall. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Own left side, the catch is made. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. gun. Here's Mahomes. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
To the air once more. It's Mahomes. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jawan Beckley.
They'll take it first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 in. 60. Like the green team.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
He's going to look for the home run ball. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Now Gibbs. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll go play action here with Dart. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 70 yards. Touchdown, Giants. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. He's got it. The Giants will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 43. Yellow. Hey, Ripley. 15. Hey, Sunday. 15. Hey, 15. Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
43. Yellow. 15.
First down throw. Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. sack, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Hey, 43. Attack, attack. Right side.
Mahomes now on second down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Yellow, come back. 15. Right side.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. That'll be caught. It's Hunter. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
27 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 26-yard line.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
15. Yellow.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee.
Hey, 40. Hey, rip list. Right side.
On second down, Mahomes. Left side, caught by Hunter. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
First down.
15.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They go play action with Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. The pressure too much, and he goes down. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Third and long for Mahomes. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They send Sutton in motion. A play fake, now Dart. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That's caught! And he will go all the way. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, New York. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
On the return, here's James. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
The throw here is complete. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. And it's 3rd down coming up.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's caught downfield by Hunter. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
43, 15.
That's another Panthers.
Play action here. Mahomes just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Oh my goodness!
And he will get into the end zone.
You have got to be fucking shitting me.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a giant 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
First down, and they stick with him. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Here's 2nd and 6. On the play fake, here's Dart on the run to the right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
He'll get this out wide. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver.
And he's in! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Giants. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Will Riker down on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Williams now to return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Sunday, yellow. Hey, 57, color, 57.
Mahomes. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Yellow. Hey, 57.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That is caught downfield by Pearson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Come back! 15. Hey, color. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw again. Rolling right. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. And the Giants will have great field position right around midfield. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play.
To the air on second down. Dart. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Third and short. Here's Dart. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down. On first down, it's Mahomes. He's going to air this one out. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
Thank you for that save.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on first and 10. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line.
16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
First and 10.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14
Now a timeout.
yards.
Giants, that is their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
48-yard line.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To the air once more is Dart. Escaping to his left. Now he'll run it. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt.
Oh!
Target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Easy. Yellow.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Room to run at the 35.
Oh my goodness.
Past the 45. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, New York. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Yellow. Eye on these two. Eye on these two. Look at it.
They go play action with Mahomes. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Hey, yellow. Hey, go gun. Go gun. Go gun. Right side.
On second down, Mahomes. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
It's a loss of 14.
Nick Bosa getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Right side.
3rd and long for Mahomes. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. Talanoa Hufanga had the coverage from the safety position and comes away with the breakup. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They hand it to Gibbs. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Rook Orororo there on the tackle. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field from the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake. Now Dart forced to his right.
What a fucking pass.
And complete it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. gun. Here comes Dart. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Roll Odunze. Touchdown, New York. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Yellow. Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
A gain of 14 yards. And the Panthers, first down.
43. 43.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, color. 15, yellow. Hey, 43.
First down throw, Mahomes. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43. Hey, Riblet.
To the air once more. It's Mahomes. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It was really a disappointing performance. I'm a little surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to make him pay.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
At the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the 46. Here's second and a couple. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss. Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on first, the tackle for loss on second, and now it brings up 3rd and long.
3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
23 yards.
The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Mason Brown in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Dart. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. To throw is Dart. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Reichert now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's James. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Going for it all. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down on a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter.
It's now 3rd down.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Viking 18, Kirk, Buffalo 18, 70 Rangers, Mustang 19.
Working out of the gun is Milton. Going up top and looking for Andrews. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 93 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 32-yard line.
On play action, it is Dart. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll run with Gibbs. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. This one complete to Sutton. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Let's go now!
Here's Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a yard. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. They'll throw. It's Leonard. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Giants.
Sometimes it's hard to find your voice as a young player, but you can change that pretty quickly if he continues to make plays like we've seen here in this one.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart.
Oh, shit. Why is he still in the game?
Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
Their own 23-yard line.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.
Buffalo 18! Viking 18!
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.
Tag! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Dragon 60. 19 Lion. Go, Reed, go. 79 Bronco.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Going up top. He's got it. And he will dive into the end zone. 86 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Here comes a return from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll drop to throw. To the outside. Hauled in by Sutton. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight. And it's good for a first down.
13 yards. Let's go. First down, Giants.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings
Down
up
to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Akers. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
a loss of 2 yards.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. Headed left, buying time. He's got his tight end, that's McBride. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
I'll tell you one thing, Mike. This pass rush certainly isn't the reason why they're losing this game right now. I mean, they have made their presence felt all throughout this game, and they're about a half second away from adding another sack to their total. Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Come on, come on.
Here's McCaffrey. He's got room to the 45. And he'll be brought
That's
down
why he
there.
ran the ball
That'll put a wrap on
times.
this one. Time
They got
has
99
expired
yards.
in this fourth quarter. So a road win here for the Giants. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everyone.
Yeah, I think so. I was tripping. This game.